from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-49.
Are y'all ready? What? Yeah! Y'all ready to play some football? Just let's go! If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go! If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your...
Let's go. What's good? Welcome back to Herd Talk today. This is your coach, head coach and OC, Coach Clinton. And we back today, man, after a week off last week. We had some things we had to take care of, with the organization and getting ready for the season. And so, but we're glad to be back today just to talk about what's going on, the future events, upcoming events. We had a preseason game week before last. We went out, had a good experience out there in Lacombe, Louisiana. And so we're going to get on that today. My guest today, man, is one of my receivers on the team, Lamar over here. And he's a darn good receiver, man. I'm glad to have him on board. And we expect him, to do some big things this season with our organization. And so, like I said, our upcoming events, man, we got the season starting March 4th against the defending champs, Memphis Panthers. And so we're geared up. That's 3 weeks away. And so we got 3 more practices left. And we're just gearing up for it, man. And week before last, we went out to Lacombe, Louisiana. And we faced the Lacombe Cardinals, a team out of the APDFL, which is, quote unquote, they say a bigger, better league with a lot more competitive teams, they say. And so I think we fared fairly well. The score came out to be 14-31, but basically up until the fourth quarter, it was 17-14. It was a battle back and forth. And until just some kind of things fell through in the end part, it was, I can honestly say we held our own, and actually a lot of points in that game said that we could have easily came out with a victory. But big hats off to that team, man. It's a great organization. They very respectful. The way they handle themselves, the way they prep themselves, great coaching staff over there. And we really appreciated the hospitality that they showed us out there. And so most definitely we plan on doing that again with them next year, hosting them at our home field next time. But like I said, in that game, man, we saw a lot of different things, on the field, offensively and defensively, that we can just polish up going into the season. Because I know this first game of the season, again, against the defending champs, and they're going to be tough. They're going to be physical. That's their MO. They're a physical team, and they're going to come straight at you, and they're going to challenge you to fight back. It's like that bully at the school, man. They're going to come in. They're going to try to bully you around. If you don't hold your lunch, they're going to take your lunch. And so our job is the Byson, we come as a herd. And so our job is we plan on going out there, and Lord willing, we're going to trample over, because we're trying to go for this ship. That's the goal for the season, I can't say how it's going to turn out, but that's the goal. And so, but I'm going to turn it over to, just for a quick second, to my receiver here, and just ask him, what is his goals for the season? What's his outlook, offensively, and things that he wants to see us accomplish as a team.
Well, my main goal, like he said, was to come out and win the championship. That should be, everybody's goal on the team. But as of the game that we had in Louisiana, it was all right. We played good. We had some ups and downs, but, it'll get better. We had to come together as a team, that's it. And I think we taking that as one step at a time.
Most definitely.
Yep.
Most definitely. I also say, far as matchups as a receiver, a lot of times I know there's different types of receivers, and you got your deep threats, your route masters, your possession guys, your more physical guys and things of that nature. Some guys love man-to-man. Some guys love going against zone. What's your favorite? How would you categorize yourself, what you like to go up against the most?
I could say man to man.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me and you, 1-on-1. May the best man win. Most of the time, you know, I'm gonna win. That's what my teammates think. That's what I think. Well, that's what I know. You know. But
Definitely.
yeah, I like man to man.
Okay, yeah, and I think that's I call that spotlight ball because I know a lot of times when you're in those situations, that camera's going to be on you. It's going to be on that DB. Somebody got to make a play,
Yep.
and whoever makes the play, the other person, they're under that light because it's going to glorify you in that moment. You know what you did right, what you did wrong, and so you know those are those. Hey, you got to be a big man to handle those type of challenges. You know, if you ready for them, hey. You know, that can catapult you in a lot of different places depending on where you're trying to go with your game and stuff like that. If you're trying to elevate to the next level of football, these are definitely moments that you want to take advantage of. And so definitely be prepared for, you know. And so, but yeah, and so like I said, we had a great game. It was a great game, a great experience against the Lacombe Cardinals. I think even defensively, we saw some great things, and we saw some you know, some things also we can improve on. But talent-wise, everything's there. Everything's there for this team to achieve everything that we want to achieve this season. You know, it's really just all on us coming together, being one herd, one sound, one mind,
and playing
and
as a team.
we can be unstoppable. And so I think the biggest thing is, you know, like I said, as a coaching staff, it starts with us. It starts with communication down to the players, from offensively to the quarterback, to the backfield, and to the receivers, reading the field, understanding what's going on. Same thing defensively. The front line, the trenches, guys in the trenches, you know, on both sides of the ball, it really starts there. You know, but them back seven guys, they really got to cover the field. They really got to take the air out the ball. You know, that's what we want to do to other teams' offenses. Take that air out the ball. Make those guys one-dimensional. You know, that's the whole goal. If we can make them one-dimensional, it makes the game a lot easier. Get them off the field, and we stay on the field longer than them.
Yep.
You know, so put points up on the board, man. We have a goal. I won't put that number out there. What we want to score this year and what we want to give up, you know, we'll keep that in-house. But we definitely want to get out there, and we definitely want to dominate each and every opponent. And I can tell you firsthand that we have the talent to do it. We definitely have the talent to do it. We've been doing a lot of recruiting, and a lot of guys that came in. The roster's locked and loaded, and we have some guys that's hungry to win. You know, we've lost some guys, you know, some talented guys, but that's the nature of the beast. Some guys are going to stay, some guys are going to go. Some people fit, some people don't. There's no disrespect there. We wish the best for those that left, but those that are here, that's our only concern right now. You know, so like I said, the season is 3 weeks away. And come on out and check us out right at the School of the Blind, man. We got a great field, a great turf, man, a Jumbotron out there.
Yeah,
the stadium is nice. It's beautiful
Great.
and a great location off of 55. And you come out there and check us out March 4th, man. We're going to be at home, man. Fill up them stands, man. Cheer for us, man. Wear that green and gold and black and come out there and rep the herd, man. It's going to be great. Also, you know, we're going to, you know, doing concession and a lot of fundraising, things of that nature. We have one last week left, I would say, of anybody who wants to join the team. Like, we're pretty much loaded, but we may have 1 or 2 spots left. But you better be special. You better be special to come in at this time of the season. Other than that, man, if you're not ready already, I will best say wait till next year. You know, so defensively, you know, you also play defense side of the ball. And so you can play some DB for us and stuff like that. What's your outlook on that side of the ball?
It's kind of different from offense. It's way different. Like, the coaching style is different. I could say, as you and the defensive coordinator, I think you're more out there with yours than him.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he, you know, critique a little from what you put out there, it'll be better.
Yeah.
But as of now, we got a long way to go.
Oh, yeah. You know, the game of football to me is simple. It's a simple game. A lot of times, and I put it on us as coaches, we make the game harder than it really is. A lot of times what you see on TV from pro ball to college ball to even the high school ball is a lot of us as coaches putting a lot of window dressing out there. It's sort of like we window dressing it up to act like we reinventing the wheel. But you can only go north and south. To score that ball, you got to go north or south. Right or left, it's just prolonging the process of getting into that end zone. Yep. And so that's all it is. You see a lot of this and a lot of that out there, and we may call each other geniuses or this and that, or very creative with things that we do offensively and defensively. But at the end of the day, it's just basically stopping somebody from getting in that end zone and getting in the end zone. And I think with us, offensively and defensively, we have some nice things that we do, but at the end of the day, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I'm of the motto that Bruce Lee quoted. I fear the man that has practiced one kick 1,000 times than the man that has practiced 1,000 kicks once. Because I know that one kick, when you practice it that many times, I guarantee you
it's powerful.
That man is going to be more explosive than that other person that's practiced that other kick 1,000 times. He's going to be inconsistent with those things that he's doing because you ain't practiced it enough, And that's the mindset that I feed into my players. Rep what we know and just build on it and master it. Because you can do one thing 1,000 ways if you master it. It's just that simple. And so a lot of times, man, like I said, us as coaches, we make it harder than it actually is, man. And, the next step is really just players getting out there and, just understanding the game, man. The best players to me are guys who are committed, who work hard on their own. They are self-motivated. They are film rats, they're gym rats, and they want to dominate. You got to be hungry to play this game because this is a physical game. It's a physical game at the end of the day. If you're not hungry for it, you'll get exposed. You get exposed. And a lot of times, I can say, even with this organization, with players coming in and going, a lot of times players get exposed. And it may not be physical, but sometimes it's mental. Sometimes you can't handle things that you might not even know on the field or just for the concepts of football. And it scares you away. Because that's the goal of this organization, is to be great. And we're going to challenge players that we want football players. We don't want people that just want to come out that just want to play football. This is not a throwback football team. This is not a local team that just wants to be locally great, win 3 or 4 games here and there, had guys wear fresh jerseys so they can just brag on social media. This team wants to compete with the best. That's what we're trying to build in this organization.
Yep.
And so if you're not about that, don't come to the herd, because that's not what we're about. We want to see teams like, say, the Oklahoma Thunder and things of that nature. Teams out of Georgia and Atlanta and Florida and Texas and, across the country that are great. And I want to get some of these guys to the next level that really want to get there. I want to get these guys to the next level and experience, that next level of football for their careers, man, because we got a lot of young guys on this team with a lot of talent. So if you're a scout, come check the herd out. We got them guys for you, believe me. On both sides of the ball, we got some guys for you.
We got some dogs, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so, I look at it, like I said, our goals, man, we have a 10-game season. And so, just off top, what you think out of 10?
I already know what I think.
10-0?
10-0.
10-0?
That's the only way.
Hey, 10-0.
10-0.
Y'all hear that, herd? The rest of y'all heard if y'all watching when y'all see this later. The goal, try to go 10-0. Can we do it?
Yeah, we can do it.
It's definitely possible. It's on us. It's not on anybody else but us. And so we want to get out there and get it going, man. I think it's going to be a great season, man. I think this is going to be our best season yet. It's going to be our best season yet. I really want a lot of you guys to get out there and come check us out, man. Come check these guys out, man. These guys are great, man. A lot of guys with great character, man. A lot of guys that some veterans who's been through the storm with a lot of different teams that came over here and, wanted that change. And they're here, man. They ready. They pumped up, man. They ready to put in that work and just grind, man, and turn into something great. And so I think it's going to be a great season, man. We got a lot of guys pushing each other, man. And the crazy thing is that we got guys that might not have got along before, but now we got guys that, have put that pride aside and decided, hey, the best thing to do is work together. I look at it, even with coaches. These coaches ain't got to be my best friend, but I respect them. As long as we take the time, we listen, we compromise, we meet in the middle for the bigger goal. That's all that matters. It's not about me, because when we win at the end of the day, the team wins. I don't win. There's no bragging on Coach Clinton. There's no bragging on one receiver. There's no bragging on one quarterback, one defensive player. It's bragging on the team. The team wins. This is the ultimate team game. There's no I in this. There's no I in this at all. So that's why I speak about these players, because it's really them. Because I can draw up 1,000 X's O's at the end of the day, but it comes down to what they do on the field. And so my biggest thing is getting these guys to that level, putting that ring on their fingers, hosting that trophy, and the team wins. That's what we're about. It's not about one person, not the herd. That's not what we're about, man. And so come check us out, man. March 4th. School of the Blind, Memphis Panthers versus the Mid-State Byson. We're going to get it in. It's going to be a physical, tough game. And I'm looking for us to prevail with a convincing victory. So you heard it here first from the herd. And we're going to get ready to go to break in a minute, man. But like I said, y'all come on out there and check us out, man. I got other receivers, man. I'm going to get them on the podcast as the season goes and things of that nature, man. You'll get to see different people come in and out of here, man, and just speak on the game and stuff like that. We're going to get back into it right after this break, man, talk about a few other things. You heard it from the Herd Talk, baby.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, keepers of the knowledge for people who speak the truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippilink.com and click on home.
All right. And we're back. The second half of Herd Talk here today. And like I said, man, we're getting ready for this season game, man. We got 3 weeks away. And we got a great team over here. The offense is deadly. The defense is aggressive. But I want to get back just into a little bit. Let's get back into this preseason game. 'Cause like I said, we had a lot of different things going on in that game, from quarterback play, receiver play, line play, running backs. We had a lot of things going on. Offensively, we ran the ball well. We found a lot of holes in the defenses with our passing game. Defensively, we got after the quarterback a lot. We got some special guys off that edge. I can tell you guys that now. We got some guys on that defense, man, that really get after that ball, man. Yep. We got some ball hawks on the back end of that defense, man. And so I believe we pulled down, 3 or 4 interceptions in that game or something like that?
3, I think.
3 interceptions. I know we had a plethora of sacks. And so, definitely going after that, so stuff like that. So a lot of tackles, a lot of big plays, man. I think we only turned the ball over once ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, twice. I think we had a fumble and we had maybe 1 interception. That's it. Other than that, man, we had a pretty good, clean game, man. We had some good blocking. The quarterback had time in the pocket to make throws and read the field and stuff like that. There wasn't anything forced and anything of that nature, and so we had a pretty good game, stuff like that. And like I said, going back and we watched film, we saw so much potential of things that we can be an explosive and that nature. And so, when I look at it like as, even though, talking with you as a receiver, when you line up against certain corners, when you get guys that want to be physical at the line of scrimmage, how do you handle that versus a guy that really, say, well, you're fast, so I'm just going to I'm gonna make sure you don't get behind me. You know, what's the idea behind that as a receiver? Because this can help young guys out also as well.
It's a lot, especially with the big physical corners. It's not also dealing with speed. Yeah, I'm fast, but you have to use your hands. You can't get up to the line with your hands down behind your back because you can't go nowhere. The DB get his hands on you, it's over. He controlling everything. You have to use your hands and footwork. You have to have great footwork. You can't just be out there playing, dancing around, because then you'll get exposed. Then you'll be sitting on the bench watching the next man do what you're supposed to be doing. So it's not all just about speed.
Right.
You have to get in the lab. You have to work.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job. And I see we got some questions, from the chat, and Coach asked, Coach Clinton, how much have your staff grown from past years? Well, that's easy for me. I know that my staff, going with the guys that I have, Coach Henderson, Coach Mitchell, Coach Keys, Coach Teddy, Coach Brian, the guys just came in now. We got a lot of guys that communicate well, that are willing to learn from each other and understand things, take advice, here and there. And so I think it's great, man. And then, like I said, this year, more so than any year, we've grown so much. We've had our differences, but we've grown so much, and we talked it out. Instead of just breaking and running away from the smoke, hey, we walked into the fire together, and and we're building. We talk on the phone on a regular basis, and like I said, this staff right here, I think, is great. It's unified more so than we have in the past, because a lot of times what you get with a lot of alpha males is that you get a lot of men that everybody wants to be the guy, wants to have the last word, and wants to have just their voice and input be everything. But with this staff, we understand who we are. We understand our roles. We listen. We understand that, hey, yeah, my title may be head coach, OC, whatever it may be, but we all take from each other. We all listen. We all take advice of this and that. We trust the process, and we put in together. And everything that I do out there isn't just me. It's my coaches doing it. It's me and Coach Henderson. It's me and Coach Mitchell talking and communicating, saying, hey, this is what's going on the field. This is what's going on with these players. Then the players come talk to us, and we make adjustments accordingly to that. So my staff has grown, because in the past we weren't all on the same page. We weren't all on the same page. Everybody couldn't speak. Everybody didn't stand, and everybody didn't support each other. Yep. And so that created a lot of friction. And so, but yes, the staff has grown. And so, what we have some other questions in here. Let me see. I guess he's talking to you. He said, what makes you, where teams try to take you away as an option, who are some guys that can step up and make it difficult for a defense? I guess speaking to the rest of our receiving corps.
We got a stacked receiving corps, in my eyes. Mike Jr., he's a great receiver.
Yeah, definitely could take the top off of defense.
And then you got JJ. He's a great position receiver.
Oh yeah, definitely a good route runner.
You got Virgil. He's a great receiver.
Oh yeah, he's a combo guy.
Then you got Zay. He's a speedy receiver.
Oh yeah.
One of our speedsters. Then you got Bird.
Oh yeah, that's another combo guy that's real high intelligence, smart all around receiver.
Mm-hmm. We got a couple that left. That was great to the offense, but
Yeah. Big Solo, another big
Solo.
target. Hey.
He a great target.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
A big receiver. He can block too. He one of our best blocking receivers that we got right now.
Oh yeah.
Him and Mike Jr.
Oh yeah.
But
Brando,
you can't leave him out.
Oh yeah.
Can't leave Brando. And he showed up when we went to Louisiana.
Yeah.
He stepped up.
First year receiver. I tell you, this guy, first year receiver, first time really playing a lot of football. And this guy came in willing to accept learning and teaching. He didn't come in acting like he played football before, knowing that he never played this position, and selling us fool's gold. This guy came in wanting to learn, and he learned. And now he's grown from a guy that couldn't get off a simple press to a guy that can get downfield and get open in any type of coverage. I'm very, very proud of that guy, because it was you know, I mean, as a coach, you know, you have to be honest. Like, we don't know really guy. He might just be just a number on the roster, but hey, this guy has came and produced and improved and shown that he's worthy of being a herdman.
Big
And
time.
so,
He
most
stepped up big time.
Who else we got? We got about 8 or 9 guys. You know, and we got a few guys still coming in.
I had to think.
Like I said, Virgil, Bird, Deer,
Mike Jr.
Mike Jr., JJ. JJ's another young one
Yeah.
with Junior and Brando.
It's a couple more.
Yeah, I know that backfield. Like I said, with Midnight, Mike Delaney is our lead back. Man, powerful but explosive at the same time.
Great.
We have a E-Man who is another combo player, a hell of a linebacker slash rover safety slash running back. Man, he'll run you over, run around you. Also get on defense, you know, pick you off, take you to the house, man. Like I said, we have a lot of talented guys. Yeah, oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
What else we got in that backfield? Even JJ, he's another one that his natural position is a running back.
Yeah.
But he turned into a nice slot receiver. These guys can hit the hole hard.
Then you got Deer. He could play a little running back.
Yeah, Deer, another multi-talented guy,
play a
man.
little
Very
running back.
explosive. He's gonna make people miss an open space. Big time target, man. And I haven't even y'all seen one of my quarterbacks come out here, Big T Hawk. You know, big strong arm, big guy. Man, in the mode of like Byron Leftwich slash Ben Roethlisberger,
Big Ben.
the black version of Ben Roethlisberger. You know, then we got B Wood. You know, he's more of your I want to say, who's somebody I can get to, like I would say kind of like Phillip Rivers. You know, big strong arm, smart. You know, crafty. You know, hey, gonna try to put that ball in there. He gonna throw it to you, man. Kind of like Brett Favre as well, man. Hey, you don't watch out. He put that ball in there, you'll break your fingers.
Yep.
You know, but he gets it down there, man. He gets labeled a pitcher because he comes from that baseball background. But hey, this is another guy that's grown, man. He's grown this year. You know, another guy I'm proud of. He's grown into a player that's understanding better how to read defenses and look down the field and go through his progressions and things of that nature. Him and T Hawk, man, 2 guys, man, that's different, but at the same time willing to come in and swallow pride and work together to make the team great, man. And so I'm proud of these guys, young and old, man, because a lot of times, like I said in the past, we had guys that didn't really want to work. And anytime a little bit of drama happened, a lot of these guys weren't really ready to be a team guy. It was more about them. We had that in the past. We had that last year. We had guys that just really just wanted to be about them. They just came to just be about them, me ball. And me ball isn't championship ball. You know, so we want Michael Jordan ball. Michael Jordan came, even though it seemed like it was about Jordan, but Jordan really was just about dominating his opponent and pushing his team to the limit to get his team to want to focus strictly, sacrifice everything for winning. Whereas, say, I had to get a little petty with this. Say somebody like LeBron, where it was more about him and his stats. He'll win chips, but it was more about him and his stats on his goals. You know, he went out to accumulate stats. Well, where Jordan went out to dominate his peers. He didn't want to play with anybody else great. He wanted to beat the other greats. He wanted to dominate the other greats. He didn't want the other greats to be on his team. He didn't want to go play with Bird or Magic or Isaiah. He wanted to beat those guys. He wanted those guys to understand him. So if you ever look now, role players love LeBron. Star players love Jordan. That's the separation of the great. Both great. Don't get me wrong. Both are great. You know, they're one of ones. I put it like that. They're one of ones. There'll probably never be another LeBron. There'll never be another Jordan. But those guys are great. You know, so. Yeah, I know Unky said don't start. Hey, I gave him his props. But, you know, like I said, you know, in this team, man, we're full of a lot of different guys, veterans and young guys, man, that come in, man, and they're all bought in with each other, you know. And so that's what I love about this team, man, is that a lot of these guys is bought into each other, man. Yeah, I know Keontae. Well, hey, Keontae, next time, man, I'm challenging you to get on this podcast, man. You make it out here, man. And so we can talk. I just bring that up just to just make an example out of it. And so, but like I said, man, 3 weeks from now, the Herd to be on the field. Our first game of the season is a home game. We play the Memphis Panthers, and it's going to be competitive. It's going to be physical. Those guys are trying to win again, and we're trying to win our first one. Somebody got to fall. You know, they got us last year in the regular season. They owned us up front, and, you know, our job, we coming back to return the favor. You know.
Yeah, at home. They coming to us this time.
Yeah, most definitely. We got to hold home court,
gotta
man.
put on.
This is our field. We serve dinner here. Nobody's coming to take our food in our home court. That's the goal. I want to make sure if we don't go undefeated, if we don't go 10-0, we better go 5-0 at home. Yeah. I know that for sure. That's the goal, to make sure we go 5-0 at home. I want that first round all the way into the championship game to us to be playing at home. Everybody going to have to come to us. That's the goal. And so, you know, like I said, it's great, man, with this team that we have, man, with a lot of guys, man. Defensively, man, we have some guys on that defense, younger and old, like I said, that make plays, man. Ross, Big Carl, call him Debo, Big Mac, you know, the animal, down there on the edge, Wild Man, you know, New York, safety, you know, a lot of these guys, like I said, E-Man, Dez in the middle, the field general, you know, leading the defense. We got Ace out there. Who else we got?
We got a new face at safety.
Yeah, another new face, man. We got Eddie.
Yeah.
Out there, he ready to hit something all day long. Smooth. This guy, I mean, this one guy, man, he can play everywhere, man. Interior alignment, outside, you know, and just wreak havoc, man. He's not even super big, man, but he's fast, quick, aggressive, and slithery all at the same time. You know, you don't even know what to expect from him. And, you know, he's a difference maker, man. Jonathan, you know, another one, man, you know, young and a little bit of experience, but, man, very effective. Very effective, man. We got a lot of different talent on this team, man. Young Canderas, man, he's like, I call him like a bowling ball, man. He's short in size. You may think that you got an advantage, and then next thing you know, he in the backfield. You know, next thing you know, he pushing you back. You know, same thing on offense, man. You look the wrong way, Ed. This man just cracked the skull on the side, and you laying down, and our running back is scoring for a touchdown. So, like I said, a lot of great talent, man, on this team, man. And, you know, like I said, I love these guys to death, man. And this is a family. It's business first, but it's a family. And we all understand that this year, man, and that's what's going to make this team great. You know, as we continue to build on that mindset, it's going to make the team great, man. But like I said, that's our time for tonight, man. And check us out next Thursday, man. Continue to share this podcast, man, and come out there and support the Herd, man, every single time, man. The Herd is out. I know I kind of talked over. I saw I turned 0.
Are y'all ready? What? Yeah. Ready to come out. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up.
If you want some, come get some. 'Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody.